how's it going? Another Thursday with Ace. This one's going to be interesting because, well, just because. Back in 2008, I was given 3 dreams, and these dreams were about this giant beast that had shown up long ago into what could be considered the Christian nation. And in the process of these Christians being distracted by trying to unlock this ancient mystery, which they play the game because the Ancient One leads them into this game. In the dream, I seen this creature as others are distracted trying to unlock technology from Noah's time, and the language and the benefits they believe they can gain from that technology. They wanted to live longer and unlock this doorway that was in the dream. And the key was project light transmitted on, like, you know how these hologram keyboards and different things. It was like that lock that you had to get the right combination of it, because this beast was playing these ones to play this game so it could destroy them. In the dream, the beast was destroyed by actual time travel, which was neat. It was destroyed in a way as if it never had ever entered America or the Christian world. It was completely destroyed. And this beast, I'm going to mention some names that aren't going to make people happy, but okay. It's like onions, eh? It has layers and it makes people cry sometimes. This beast showed up in the United States, in the world, in the 1800s. It came out of China. It's part of that cult, that 1666 cult, which then obtained and was given a deceiving spirit, went and deceived these ones. And the deceiving spirit, this beast, this deceiving spirit is Legion. These ones follow the 7 sins, which are the pig people. They call them the kosher pig. They believe, they name him Metatron, and the cube. I seen the cube in the dream, and all these things. And see, this is Legion. This is not. They call. See, the spirit has deceived them. They even call him Yeshua, Jesus. They appoint him. Like, they call him Enoch. They believe Enoch went and transcend to become this super being, and this one is control of all the other angels. Like, they paint this complete story, which was given to them by this deceiving spirit, Legion, which then the 7 would give power to different ones because they had the ability to give power. This is an ancient being that went into the water after it fled into the pigs, and then went to the water and went to the salt water and was able to use the salt water and also use these bodies and different things with a mix of, if you see them, they are like half almost metallic with flesh. If you've seen them, they are a different type of being, and the salt water soothes them. They're a vampire creature which has deceived Christians, deceived many, and it is the 1666 cult that worships this being as being the ultimate, their Messiah. This is their hope, and this is what they lead the world into doom. And if you research back in the 1800s, when this thing came out, they wrote their book of Marxism, communism. We had the third plague happen. They drove the United States into a civil war to bring death and chaos, so that their control and their control within the churches, as they had seen that the acceptance and the seed where this one within the church would then expand with the church of the Jesus, like the Latter-day Saints, then traveling and appearing in the book at that same time with the third plague and the century of humiliation upon the Chinese to them weaken them, where we have the Boxer event, the anti-Christian, then the divide where the open door system between the link of the United States and China, so that this bond between the two up until the Second World War, and then reestablished later in other policies. But that whole thing, the left and the right are being played by a very dark cult that is played by a being that manipulates and leads them to doom. If you're involved in that cult ways or believe that cult ways, you're on a short path, because I seen it ends. It just, you all end like you weren't ever there. You ended on one day, and God did it. And it was amazing, because see, the one you call like your Messiah, your enlightened one at the top of that thing, it is set up to play. It is their intention, their whole goal, the seven, are to deceive you, to lead you. Because see, you were given a choice. Are you going to buy Yehovah, or are you going to obey deceiving spirits? And you gave in to the deceiving spirits, that which then led you with tickle your ears, give you some power, allow you to tell you that, oh yes, you can do whatever you want. The most wickedest things is the will of God, because it will tell you all you want to hear in hopes that you're going to go, because it knows you're off into doom. It's just doing the will of Yehovah to deceive you, to play you, because you don't desire to walk in Yehovah's ways. And so this thing came about in 1800. And it moved across a little bit of east, and then look at where we are now. The culture of faith. We have insanity everywhere. We have everybody divided. We have, like they played during the Civil War, oh, don't listen to reason, don't listen to reason. All that. They just play both sides. All that matters is the will of that cult. And so to weaken the West and instill their ways, so that they, in hopes, their Messiah will rise. But hey, I hope those that are involved with on the left and the right that have been played, because there are ones that played. The ones I call the cat people are played by them. I call them Hollywood ones, because they have been led by the dream and all that along. But then this culture has almost taken over and has been cannibalistic on them, to the point that they fear even talking out, because it would just eat them alive. Where art has now been suppressed to like laugh tracks, and whatever they say we must do. And so these cat people, I call them, are then cannibalized by this beast that wants to destroy them all, and has no compassion, because all that matters is their goal of rising up as emperors of the world, no matter if who dies, because they follow their shiny light, they say. The glowing cube. Hey, God removes them all. And if you're involved with that left and right, let it go, because soon it's gone. But that is the one who has instilled the zombie virus among the world, that they have just become cult-like, and upside down to them is the right way to go. Nothing makes sense because they don't want it to make sense, because out of the ashes they believe their phoenix will rise. So, but that is where it's at. Marxism, communism, just the history of that, and where it has birthed from that time, and it will be destroyed very shortly. And I seen how it was done, and I seen who did it, and it was really cool. Whether you believe me or not, time will tell, won't it? Because iron clay rises, not Mystery Babylon. And you already know how long it takes for Mystery Babylon to just disappear and turn into a pillar of smoke, eh? Or do you not believe the Bible, Christians? Anyway, beautiful. I hope you had an awesome day. And I love you. This is just an interesting one. Look at the 1800s. That is the time in which the mid 1800s, that's when that beast showed up, fresh and young, which is a monster now, destroying the USA like it desired. But soon that cult will disappear, and a new empire will rise. So, later. Love ya. Moi.